Most of my teenage years, I lived in what people would consider the ghetto. In my neighborhood, they were selling drugs like on every other corner. Gunfire was the norm. You hear gunfire like you hear a car start. I pretty much never wanted for anything, but I didn't have brothers and sisters. So I chose the gangs. I used to be like the top kid in class as far as grades were concerned. My freshman year, I dropped out of high school. And after that, it was the streets. Sell drugs, gangbang, rob. I've been in the penitentiary 5 times, so it's added up to about 17 years of my life that I spent behind bars. But that's like almost half of my life. So I didn't want my mother or my father to leave this earth and me still be in the state that I was in. I was designed for something greater than the streets and spending my life in the penitentiary. So I had to make some choices.
It wasn't just words for him. There was no doubt. Within the first month of him being home, there was no doubt in my mind that he had changed. None.
That was one of the great motivating factors. I did not want to be separate from my wife and my kids. But my goals were pretty simple. My goal was go to work every day, be on time every day, and bring my best to the table every day.
So Green Corps is an employment program that provides job training and wraparound services to individuals that might be facing barriers to being successful in long-term employment. He started to stand out as someone that we felt would really take advantage of the opportunity. He was with us for about 4 years, starting as a trainee, then coming up to a supervisory position, and then we actually moved him up to a staff position. I don't remember him being late a single day in 4 years.
The following year, we partnered with the Forest Preserve. Had never used a chainsaw before in my life, but love it today.
It was very clear that Henri was all in from the get-go. He knew why he was there and what his goals were. The thirst for knowledge from Henri was incredible.
We made a good call by hiring him. You could tell right away. We knew we were getting a good employee.
When they called me and said, your first day is August 24th, you need to come in and get your uniform, I was like, wow, my wife cried.
Really hard working, he's really good with the equipment. Like he operates almost everything we have already. He really handles the chainsaw really well. Yeah, he's up in the top.
Honestly, a lot of our staff doesn't look like Henri. They look a lot like I do. I mean, predominantly in the conservation field, it's male Caucasian. But Henri was a guy that crossed that line. Very conscientious person. You know, he was always thinking about everybody else.
He's created a path that I think other people can look at and aspire to follow.
To me, it was my final shot. He was one of the first ones to break barriers to be employed by the Forest Preserve with the type of background that he had. Now I see that as possible through Henri.
Not wanting people to go down the path that he went down, he's very passionate about that.
You can kind of feel it coming from the heart, and you feel this guy's actually telling the truth. You believe this guy when you talk to him.
Sometimes people get a second chance to appreciate it way more than somebody who's never been in that situation. And some people, they think they're entitled. And when you see that they appreciate it, it's like they were really good employees.
Recognize where they're at today and what kind of support system can you supply that can help these people be successful. And in some cases, it's minimal. I mean, Henri's walked in the door here and we haven't had to do anything.
First of all, you have to realize that there's something better. And then you take baby steps.
Sometimes they just need a person to let them know they can do it. 50, 60-foot tree, can I cut this? Yes, you can. I believe in you. You can do this.
Once they have an opportunity, once they see that there's a place to be, a place to belong to, then they don't need street life.
You give yourself a chance, other people will recognize you and give you a chance. Opportunities, doors open that you never knew existed. I feel great every day I wake up. I guess you could say it's beyond words to describe the way that I feel.